What's up, guys? It's Chief here, and welcome back to another FC25 video. Today, I'm going to be giving you the ultimate guide to starting the FC25 web app so you can have the most coins and the best club possible when the game releases. So let's go ahead and dive into this. As you can see, the website is up. The FC25 Ultimate Team web app is coming soon. It's set to release on Wednesday, September 18th. So you can just come to this site, keep refreshing or whatever, and eventually a login button will pop up here on Wednesday and we'll be able to access it. Now, the first thing we need to do to have web app success, obviously, is be able to log into the web app. And there's something you need to ensure that you have before Wednesday, September 18th, so that you can access the web app. So what you're going to want to do is when you're on this page and you're logged into your EA account, is go to your account settings up here and make sure you get your backup codes, because you may need your backup codes to log in when the web app drops, and they're really hard to get the day of because there's a ton of traffic on the EA servers and websites, and they have to send verification codes, so it takes forever to get them. So you need to make sure you get those codes before Wednesday. It's really easy. Just go to your account settings, go to security, and grab them from there. So moving on to actual web app stuff, let's talk about the first thing you're going to do, which is choose your starter nation. Now, this is something that gets talked about a ton of the community, and quite honestly, doesn't matter that much and won't make a difference. You'll never think about it again. People say Brazil or Argentina are best for doing the advanced SBCs. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I typically go England because England has 4 domestic leagues in the game, making it a little easier to do those foundations SBCs because you can get English players from 4 different leagues. And I also like to go down the Premier League route for my team. So if I do get some decent golds there, I can use them for my team. But overall, choosing the starter nation doesn't matter. After that, you'll move on to choosing your kits, though. With the kits and the badge, you need to make sure you're choosing popular clubs, meaning big clubs from the top 5 leagues, because we want these to be gold rare items because they are tradable. And we're going to want to discard these right away so that you can go ahead and get those coins so we can start trading, investing, doing whatever we want. So when you pick your kits and badge, make sure they're really popular clubs and nations so that we can discard those for the most coins possible. You'll get about 1,500 coins from that, which is really, really nice. And then we'll be on to the game after we choose that stuff. And welcome backpacks are a big topic this year. Last year, we did not get welcome backpacks when we logged into the game. And I think the big reason for this was last year was the first year of the game being called FC rather than FIFA. So we're not really being welcome back because it's the first year of this iteration. However, now FC25, we are coming back to FC. So I personally think welcome backpacks are going to be back this year, meaning there's going to be tradable cards that we're going to get right away for our club. So what does that do for us? Generally, these welcome backpacks are going to be pretty bad, and in general, you're just going to get a lot of gold common cards that have no value. So typically what I do is discard all of these right away. Now, this sounds crazy, but obviously sell anything you pack that has value so you can get your coins together. Anything else, I would just discard it so that we can, again, trade, invest. The big goal of the web app is to get as many coins as possible together on like the first day so that you can invest all of those coins, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this video. But when it comes to the welcome backpacks, get your coins as quickly as possible out of those, whether that's by selling the players you get if they have value or discarding them. And then if we do get untradeable packs, do whatever you can to complete SBCs on the game that give you tradable packs. I think some of the Foundations SBCs this year gave tradable packs, so try to get those done with whatever untradeable players that you do get. So now that we've done all that, we've got our welcome backpacks, we've got some coins together from discarding our kits, badge, and maybe even some players that we packed. What comes next. So there's a couple different things we can dive into. If I show you on the games, one of the big things I talked about in a recent video was completing one of the milestones objectives, which gives you 7,500 coins. If you go down to the transfer market mastery here, for buying 100 and selling 100 players, you end up with 7,500 coins from objectives, which is a boatload of coins on the web app. So I would recommend, even if you have to, if you're not really big into trading, just buy 100 bronze cards for 200 coins and then sell them for 200 coins. Like, it's really, really simple. You'll lose coins on tax, but you're going to make a bunch of coins overall from this objective. So this is something that I think is really, really good to complete. So that kind of gets like your baseline of coins. You'll get like 10,000-ish coins from all this. And if we get welcome backpacks, you could even have way more. So where do we go to now? We're going to jump into the trading aspect of things, because again, the big key to the web app is get as many coins as possible in the first day and a half, so that we can invest all those coins, which we're going to talk about. So when it comes to trading on the web app, FC24 was probably the most difficult year ever to make coins on the web app, because again, we didn't get welcome backpacks. So there was no tradable supply on the market of golds, really. So there wasn't much going on the market. People couldn't really get coins. So it was really people just buying bronzes and selling bronzes to each other. It was a nightmare. So a majority of the trading that's going to go on the web app, and really in the early stages of the game, is going to be based around these foundations SBCs, because everybody's trying to get these done at the beginning of the game, because they give you a really good, foundation to your club, and these advanced ones give you really, really good packs. So it's definitely something that's worth getting done as soon as possible for a lot of people. But if you have to spend a bunch of coins on the web app, don't do it. We're just going to try to take advantage of people that are spending coins on doing this. So what you're going to want to do is basically just trade with cards that are going to be useful for these foundations SBCs. And a lot of times that's just going to be like players from big nations, like specifically bronzes from big nations that fit these formations. So one that I used a lot last year that was really, really simple was I would just be looking at like English center mids that are bronze, and maybe they sell for like 350 coins. I would literally try to bid on them or snipe them for 300 or less. The big key on the web app is, since there are so many people trying to make coins in such a limited market, it's such small profits, but you need to be okay with this because the coins over time are going to build up. And again, it's going to be very small coins, but when we can invest those coins, it's one of the best times of the year to invest. So if you can even get 25, 30K on the web app, you'll have 100K when it comes time to full release because of some of these investments we're going to show you. So take the small profits wherever you can get them. I'll make sure to post in the Discord, free trading Discord, link is in the description, of a bunch of filters for sniping, bidding, whatever it may be that you guys can use on the web app. So very, very simple there when it comes to sniping and bidding. And again, it's really going to be dependent as well upon if welcome backpacks are tradable, because this will provide more trading methods because there will be more cards on the market, but it's mainly going to be based around trading with those cards that are useful for the foundations SBCs. Now, the other thing you can look at is using bronze pack method. Now, I'd recommend having a decent coin base to do bronze pack method. I'm talking 15,000 coins before you start doing this, but it's typically pretty useful at the beginning of the game because, first of all, look, I mean, we got a free bronze pack here. So anything in this bronze pack is immediate profit. So if I just discard all this stuff and then list all these players up for 200 coins. And again, you're going to pack players that are worth more than 200 because of those foundations SBCs. All of a sudden, I've made 600 coins off the players, 100 coins off the discards. I've lost 50 coins on that bronze pack, but I got a free one as well. So I've basically just made a free 600 coins, 700 coins off that bronze pack. So bronze pack method is not one I'm like in love with right at the beginning of the game because it's a little bit riskier and I really think we should save our coins to invest with. But I'll be sure to let you guys know if it's useful on web app because it is something that could be very powerful and is very, very easy to do, as you can see here. So let's move on to the investing end of things. How can we make coins investing in the web app? Our whole goal with the web app is getting coins to invest because the profits are honestly just outrageous. So, what is good to invest in on the web app? Well, first of all, the reason the web app is so good to invest in is because there's a lot of items that during the web app stage have no demand because there's no use for them. During the web app stage, nobody can play games. So nobody is using managers, nobody is using chemistry styles, nobody's really using players in general. So there's quite a few items that are really, really good to invest in because they have no demand. And the first one is going to be managers. And you're going to want to look at managers specifically from France and Brazil. These are two very popular nations. French managers always do the best. And it's every single year that these cards just skyrocket after the web app. In one of these times, I know it's going to be the year. I mean, you can see they're still extinct in September on FC24. One of these times, it's going to be the year that these managers don't boom, but I will just keep investing in these managers because it is such a steal. If these French managers are under 1,000 coins, I'm going to go all in on them. It's very simple. Managers have no demand during the web app, and they're going to have demand when the Ultimate Edition releases. The next one is going to be chemistry styles. When the Ultimate Edition releases, everybody's going to want to have chemistry styles for their players when they start playing games. However, during the web app, nobody cares about chemistry styles because they're useless when you can't play games. So they always get nice and cheap. So specifically the shadow chemistry style is one that I absolutely love to invest in. But you can also look at hunters and anchors. I would focus on those three, with the shadow being the best. So we've hit managers that are French and Brazilian, chemistry styles, shadow, anchor, hunter. The other thing you can look at is stadium items. These are an option. I don't love them as much, but looking at stadium items, specifically kits and badges from popular clubs, can be very, very useful. So like the Man United badge, the Man United home kit, the Real Madrid badge, the Real Madrid home kit. These are both really good options because they're going to get demand when the full game releases because people are going to want their club's items. So that's something that you can use. I don't love it as much as managers and chemistry styles, even though they can do quite well. And the last one we're going to hit on is basically just looking at meta low rated cards that people are going to use in starter teams. So obviously, nobody can play games on the web app, so players aren't all that useful. But when the real game comes around, people start to buy their squads. So what are we going to look at? Meta cards that people are going to use. And typically, what you want to look for is players from popular leagues and nations, specifically Premier League players, French players. And if there's Premier League French, like Konate is a really good one that people will use. So that's kind of where I like to go with the players. And again, I'll be sure to post all my investments in the free trading Discord. Link is in the description. Oh my gosh, I forgot Todibo as well. He could do nicely. Overall, we're going to post everything in the Discord. This guide is going to be in the Discord, and this web app guide on YouTube will always be here for you guys to access. Let me know if you have any comments down below. Please leave a like on the video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.